Loosen up.
I need some Dickel to loosen me up.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Battle Born Bourbon. This is our third episode.
Who would have thought we had the fortitude to do 3 episodes?
I know, right?
Booyah, friends and family.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jeremy.
And we're here with our champions list of bourbon and whiskeys in honor of our champions,
Yes.
soon to be champions,
Yes,
hopefully.
yes.
Golden Knights, go Knights, go. Hopefully the playoffs will get started here soon and we can watch our boys make it all the way to the finals and take it this year. That'd be real nice.
Yeah, hopefully. They don't make us look bad here. So
Yeah,
no
don't make
exits.
us into liars.
Yeah, no exits in the first round, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
What we have today, as Mike had mentioned, is 3 champions. The Dickel won Whiskey Advocate's Whiskey of the Year.
He loves the Dickel.
Yeah, it's delicious, especially when it hits you in the back of the throat. The 2019 Whiskey Advocate Whiskey of the Year, amazing stuff. Barrell Bourbon just won the San Francisco Awards for Best Bourbon. Once again, this batch 21 is amazing. And then Foolproof won Jim Murray's Whiskey of the Year in his Whiskey Bible that was just released. So,
Is he related to Bill Murray?
they probably drink about as much booze, but I think that's about as closely as they're related. So,
Bill. Well,
anyway,
that would be cool.
yeah. So we'll go ahead and start as we always do with the lower proof. So we'll jump right into the Dickel.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir. Why is my Dickel so small?
That Dickel smells good. We're going to have a lot of Dickel jokes this episode.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that. But, yeah. So, this is a Tennessee whiskey, not as big as Jack Daniel's, but this offering is kind of special. It's the first time they've come out with a bottle and bond, at least that I'm aware of, and they have it at 13 years. So they basically went around, found some of their older stock and some good barrels. They bottled it. They threw it into this guy. There's no age statement on here, but it is 13 years. They have it at 100 proof, and it's delicious. There's a reason why it won Whiskey Advocate's Whiskey of the Year. So, and the price point. The price point for this is $40. So you really can't go wrong. This is probably the most value you're going to get out of a bottle in today's market if you can find it. Recently, there's been a ton of stuff after the quarantine's been lifted, especially here in Vegas. So I was able to pick this up at Total Wine. I've seen it at Liquor World, Liquor Lineup. I'm sure Lee's has this too, just to mention a couple of local places. So you can pick it up just about anywhere. At least hopefully you can. If not, make some friends with the store owners or the management, and hopefully they'll set aside a bottle for you. So
It's delicious. This is really good. I like it.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
This Dickel goes down good.
Yeah. Dickel. Yeah, particularly don't like Dickel, but this I actually paid for. It's the first time I ever paid for Dickel.
He usually gets it for free.
Yeah. Moving on, we're now going to go to the Barrell Bourbon. So this, like I mentioned before, won the San Francisco Best Bourbon of the Year. And this is done in a massive blind tasting with a bunch of different people. Given the quarantine, I think I don't know if it was as heavily attended as it previously is, but there were still people that showed up, did the tasting, and this is a pretty good drink. Barrell sources all of their stuff, so they're not distilling it, but what their craft is in finding good barrels, and then blending them together to make something special. And they release them in batches. So this is batch number 21. It's at 106 proof, and it's a combination of, I believe, 10 and I want to say either 12 or 14-year-old barrels. So really good stuff. And like I said, their craft really is in blending it. So we'll go ahead and give it a try.
All right. Hey, cheers.
What do you think?
That's so smooth. That's delicious.
Yeah.
The fragrance is really well. It smells good. It tastes good. It goes down real smooth.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah. So we don't necessarily know where they source the stuff from. I do know that they source a lot of their juice from Dickel. Because one of the things that Dickel basically...
Dickel gets into everything.
Yeah, Dickel is in everything. You'd be surprised how much Dickel is in what you're drinking. Yeah, there's a lot. So a lot of companies source their stuff from Dickel, and basically you've got 2 award-winning spirits. Now, whether it was sourced... This was also sourced from Dickel or not, who knows? Doesn't really matter. It's delicious. It's $90 if you can find it. Once again, I picked mine up at Total Wine. Very, very good deal. To say that this has more value than the Dickel is hard because it's more than double the price. So if you want something special, something unique, go with this, particularly because this batch 21, once they put this batch together, that's it. That blend is gone. They're not necessarily trying to recreate this. It came from certain barrels that they sourced, so once this is gone, it's gone. Their ability to recreate it is very limited. So
mine is gone.
Yeah, scarcity is a thing here. So
that is good.
Yeah,
that is really good.
The other point that I want to make is we're obviously pouring from open bottles. So when I initially, I have a problem. As soon as I get a bottle, I have to crack it open, as you can tell by the bottles that we're tasting.
He has a problem.
Yeah. So yeah, if I find something I like, I tend to go back and buy more. So when I first tried this, when I first cracked it, it was okay. It was nothing special. But the second time around, marvelous. Or maybe third time around, actually, much better. I really enjoy it more than I did with the initial offering that it provided. So sometimes bottles need to open up. So if at first you try something, give it a minute, a month or so after you cracked it, and revisit it, because it may be something that you really enjoy. Same thing with the Dickel. The Dickel I liked from the get-go and still continue to like it.
This guy and his Dickel.
Yeah, we'll move on. So this, as I mentioned, won Jim Murray's Whiskey of the Year, and he comes out, and it's just a one-man band. He's probably the most well-known whiskey bourbon connoisseur there is, and his palate is something that a lot of people gravitate towards. So when he says something's good, people jump out. They jump out of windows to go try and buy it. So we've got it here.
They jump out of windows?
Yes.
Damn, that's pretty hardcore.
It is. So the full proof doesn't have an age statement. It's 125 proof. So we have 100, 106, 125. So this is a step up in regards to the proof. So you're going to feel this a lot more heat when you try this one.
It doesn't smell like it's going to kill you. Very tame, but it smells delicious. Hey, cheers.
Yeah.
What is that? I taste like... What is that? What'd you say? It's like hold on.
It's got a lot of an astringent taste to it, if you will. So it's not necessarily... It's a little sharp. Yeah, a little sharp, and it's 125 proof. So and to speak to the point of, as you gravitate through bottles and as they're sitting in the bottle, how they mature. So when I first tried this full proof, I really liked it. As I've gotten down to the bottom half of this, not so much. So just know that when you got stuff sitting in there, it may get better, it may get worse. It's kind of a crapshoot. I have noticed that the higher proof stuff, as it gets to the bottom, it tends to not be as good. The lower proof stuff, the exact opposite, tends to get a little better. So
is that something that's settling in the bottle, you think, or
it's oxidation? So you basically it's the oxygen's interaction with the whiskey, and oxidation can obviously make something a little bit easier, better to drink, or worse to drink. It just depends on your palate, what you're looking for, etc. But I would definitely say this deteriorated from the initial drink that I had, whereas this got better and this pretty much stayed the same. So take it for what it is. I will still enjoy it though.
Yeah.
Woof. Woof.
I'm gonna go back to the Dickel.
The other thing is we're obviously trying 3 award-winning deals, right? Once again, Jim Murray is a single man, one man band, and it's his palate. Whereas these were awarded based off of blind tasting. So you're going to get over multiple people.
These blind people?
Multiple blind people taste these, and they let us know which ones they like. And they're blind, so they obviously can't be biased, right?
Yeah,
so
right?
It's kind of foolproof when you think about it.
Yeah.
So that's what you get. The more people are trying it, you're going to get more of a even kill approach, or something that's going to appeal to the masses when you have something like this, right? Whereas this may be more of a seasoned vets type of drink. Someone that's been drinking for a while. Typically, when you get above that 110 proof, it becomes more of a really refined palate. It's something that you've had to have acquired over a period of time. Make sure to join us next week when my kids battle it out. Elijah and Ezra. I named both of them after bourbons, good bourbons. So we'll be trying Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Old Ezra. So pick up a bottle so you can enjoy with us next week.
Yeah, drink along with us.
Cheers.
Salud! I just can't put this Dickel down.
Once the dick hits your lips, man.
Not the dick, the Dickel.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Oh, Freudian slip.